if you plan for everything that swims in the ocean,
Big rooster fish.
and you're ready to catch it,
Hot sailfish coming through.
some of it is going to be absolutely off the chain.
Oh man, look at that. What is that, a mullet? That's a mullet snapper. Ever since the very first one of these I ever saw, I've wanted one of these.
That's what's called dumping the reel. All that, gone, and it is an experience.
Anything you've ever thought about it will not do this justice.
Come on, baby. If it gets any cooler, I want to know about it.
What you don't want her to do is change direction because she's only got one hook in the corner of her mouth. So you want to keep her going that same direction. And I just kept walking her in circles, and I literally probably made 3 or 4 complete circles with that fish on no more than 10 feet of line with the rod tip down until she completely, had no desire whatsoever to go crazy and come up shaking her head. And fortunately, the very first time I walked her into the circle and dropped to my knees and sent the fish grip toward her, she opened up her mouth just enough to where I could lock it on her lower jaw, and there she was.
Caught.
That's awesome, brother.
That's more what we're looking for right there.
Wow.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because that's been a long time coming.
Now we did a show back in February, maybe 5 years ago, and it was cold. I mean cold, like high of 28 degrees cold. Water temp was like 40, and it was amazing what we caught and how we caught them. This is a totally different deal. The water's just now starting to cool down. They've had 70-degree weather, and it's actually, before this shoot's over, it's gonna be 70 degrees again before we're done. Probably gonna be sooner rather than later. So I need to shut up and start working on these fish, right, camera guy? Camera guy's like, dude, hot bite, put some fish on film. I've been trying to get you to do this for 5 years.
Yeah, but it's so fun catching tunas and marlin.
He runs right past these every single day.
It's so fun to catch tunas and marlin.
I know it, and we've done that every single year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Having the proper tackle is important, but once that fish gets alongside, you need to have a game plan. This is one thing that we always try to tell people, Captain Mitch, is the fishery here that we have here in eastern North Carolina and the magnitude of these fish. I mean, when they move in here to spawn, it is absolutely a thrill.
It's kind of like Christmas, Jay, something you look forward to every year, you know what I mean?
It is, and I'm amazed at the people that didn't know that we had this fishery here in eastern North Carolina.
They do now.
That for sure, they do now. We've definitely gotten a ton of questions about these fish, and look at that. Look at that tail. Look how big that tail is.
That's where they get that power from.
We caught big fish last year, and yes, they were very impressive, but this year really proved to be much larger class of fish.
Jay, we're doing a wind drift right here. We're doing 0.8 knots, and what it is allowing the water to go through this fish's gills. And we want him totally spunked up before this fish is ready. He's ready to rock and roll. But we just want to make sure, on every release that it's done properly. We allow the fish to swim from us.
The cobia shook his head, spit, shook it twice, was going the other way, and the long arm of the law came in.
Not the best gas shot in the world mid-body, but he's in the boat.
Not the best gas shot in the world. Oh my God.
This is my favorite species to target. They are all kinds of fun. This is the perfect cap to one of our favorite days.
Whew, there's some big old yellow eye here. So for now, you get to stay over there till it quits blowing, or till it quits raining. It's pretty nice out here. And every time we catch a fish, I gotta come all the way over here to you and show them to you. It's really pretty comfortable out here in the foul weather gear. It's about 60 degrees, 65. Nice gentle seas, and they are streaming up over the rail, catching yellow eyes as fast as we can catch them. Even my cameraman, Philip, my producer, it felt like family on that boat. When it was all said and done, it was a really, fitting way. Mother Nature reminded us that, hey, even a reunion, I can make it rain.